Hello. All right. We are going to get this started. Let's see here. I'm going to send out a link. Okay. So, I'm going to wait a little bit before we have people ready. I should really get like my shit together with some music or something. I think I tried a little bit last time and the sound was just kind of fucked. So, we're going to burn that bridge when we get to it. But in the meantime, going to work on some comic stuff and wait for all the nice people to show up. I have no actual plans for this evening beyond, like, I don't know, something. I've got some ideas in mind, but we'll wait and see. For the time being, I really just wanted to draw some shit and talk to people, so we're gonna do that. Because it's my sleepover, and I get to choose the movie. Shit. Actually, you know what? I think while we're at it, I'm just gonna hop on some music real quick. Smart here. We'll see where it goes. Who knows? Hello. Welcome. Hi, Cybersqueak. How's it going? Ah, yes, a unicorn. Very good. Shit. What do I want to listen to in the meantime? we're going to do some J-Rock, I think. Yes, that's exactly what we're going to do. Let me know how this sounds. The warm-up while we wait. This is Let's Go Billy. Is that any better? Thank you very much. I'm sorry, I'm like still fucking around with technology here. It wasn't too loud. Alright, thank you very much. I appreciate it. I am still very much figuring out the YouTube stuff, so I appreciate your patience and any, like, hey, Uncle, this is way too fucking loud, because I'm not always the best judge of that, so thank you. I hope you're doing well this evening. How's everything going? Aw, hell yeah, Taco Bell. It's a good night. Okay, that is the end of the song.
Curbside pickup is easier than ever at Bass Pro.
No Bass Pro Shops. I don't want an ad from you. Okay. Well, good evening. Welcome. Thank you for being here. I'm gonna wait and see if anybody else shows up. And if not, that's cool. It'll just be a little chat and draw. I'm working on a comic right now, so we're just gonna do that for a bit. I don't know. I just need a little bit of social interaction. This past month has been shit city, and it's been work stuff mostly. I'll not get too deep into it, but it's been some bullshit. And I mean, things are going to get better eventually, but they're gonna stay shit for a bit, I think. So I just figure I'm gonna draw my little gay man and unwind for a bit. I was thinking of maybe playing something while I work on this. I don't know, like, would it be poor form to maybe play the Joran apology calls before July? Because, like, I'm fucking nobody. Nobody knows I'm doing this. It's Yowie will make it all better. Yes, correct. But I don't know. I was thinking about Joran the other day. Can't get him out of my brain. And it's like, you know what? I kind of want to play that call because it's like that whole series of events is so interesting to me. And I don't know. Maybe we'll check it out. Who knows? I'm so glad to hear that. I think, I might go ahead and do that if that's the case and nobody minds. Because, I don't know, like, that shit's fascinating. I can't listen to any of just, like, the, I can't listen to any of, like, Joran's regular stream shit. It is deeply painful without somebody, like, giving commentary over it. But I could listen to Wes yelling at him forever. But I think we'll go ahead and do that. I can cue that up real quick. And let's get started, shall we? I think that's a solid plan. Also, if the colors here look hideous, it's because they are. I'm just blocking in shit before I fill it all in and make it nice and pretty and coherent. Maybe not cohesive, but definitely coherent. Okay, that's a beautiful pink tree. Let's roll that beautiful bean footage. And once again, if this is a little too loud, let me know and I'll fix it. Okay, let's go.
On July 3, 2020, Wes Most was contacted by Joran Comedy. Joran said he has just been catfished by a troll and he wanted Wes to help him deal with things. Wes Most had been tipped off, and knew that Joran would be exposed as a predator. Wes did not know the extent of things until the following day. The call was recorded. Despite knowing what he had done, Joran acted like he had done nothing wrong. He refused to apologize for his behavior. Joran was dismissive and took it as a jealous troll. This would all change just 2 days later, when Mac and Cheese released the Google Drive. Joran would suddenly change his tune, and feel the need to apologize in an effort to save his channel. This was Friday, July 3, 2020.
Hey, bro.
What's up, bro?
I'm a fucking mess right now, kid.
All right, take a deep breath. I think you're overreacting. I don't know. I think you're overreacting. I mean, I see what she wrote, but that's That's just her opinion. What is she going to prove to people, that you guys had a flirty conversation?
I don't know, dude.
Where's Eugenie Loco? Hi, evil
First of all, I
McNuggets.
will say this.
Nice to see you.
I'm glad I'm talking to you, because if there's anyone who's been through deeper shit and more shit, it's you.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. I mean,
I'm glad.
I've never been through anything. I don't know what. Well, tell me what happened. Is this something that?
Yeah, I'll tell you everything.
Yeah.
So, what happens is, a little bit about me. You'd figure this out anyway if you didn't. I am the stereotypical sensitive artist.
Some sort of artist.
So I take things hard, that's too hard, worry too much, all that shit. So, started talking to this chick. Everything's fine. It's going to come out anyway. I'm kinky.
Okay.
I'm very kinky. So there you go. We
But-
all have our fetishes. Ha 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 ha.
Okay, but I mean, I had a Muse call me out for being involved in BDSM. That
Well,
wasn't something people
now-
knew about. And if anything, that just made my DMs light up more. So again, I
Cool.
think you're if that's
Nice. Oh my god. So, thank you very much for letting me know. I'm really sorry. I'm a bit of a fucking clueless. Okay. But yeah, no. I'm gonna be real, and this is as somebody who has, like, not a great amount of, like, social IQ, social awareness. I've got a bit of the tism, and it's just, it's okay, it's fine, but like, thank you. I really, thank you. I really don't know how. It fucking baffles me how Joran, like, I don't know how it wasn't clear to him that Wes was, like, fucking making fun of him. I just, and of course, volume mixing is the bane of my existence. It sucks shit, but yeah, we all got the tism here in this house. We've all got a touch of it, and it's good. It's great, but I don't know. I just let's keep going, because shit's wild. Anyway.
If that's all that happened, I mean, saying that this adult man is kinky, how is that going to harm you? I think you're overreacting.
She's
Yeah.
just
Well,
kinky.
let me just give you the breakdown. And if you still think so, I will definitely respect that. Anyway, so everything's going great. She's sending me this pic, that pic. No pics of her face. I'm like, I really want to talk and hear your voice. Doesn't want to do it. Really want to do video. Doesn't want to do that. There's kind of a warning thing to me. I heard what you said, but I'm like, eh. So
What?
she gets me to get, what's that?
What do you mean you heard what I said?
Well, about what you said about, don't push her and stuff. Let her
Yeah.
be comfortable and stuff. I'm like,
Don't push her and stuff. Let her be comfortable and stuff. Yeah, all that bullshit. I just fucking. How do you not hear yourself talk? I mean, other than, like, just to admire the sound of your own voice, but like, yeah, respect your boundaries and stuff. Like, are you fucking? I mean, yes, you're fucking stupid, but like, I don't know. How do you not, like, even consider a little bit a person's comfort level? I mean, especially when you're just starting to get to know them. He's I don't know. Also, tonight's beverage. I am drinking a Dr. Pepper creamy coconut. It's a fucking summer flavor because I'm, Evil Little McNuggets, I have had people tell me occasionally that I'm a good drawler. I do like to make drawlings. But, coconut Dr. Pepper. Really good, actually. I always really like the smell of, like, sunscreen, the overly coconutty stuff. That, yeah, it used to be, like, that it's the sunscreen smell. It is Dr. Pepper and sunscreen, but in the best way you can imagine.
I don't know. I just felt my antenna was going up. I'm
yeah,
like, why doesn't she want to do it? Is she hiding something? Because now, of course, I'm been so paranoid about trolls. And you said it wouldn't be a troll.
You said it wouldn't be a troll.
I'm sorry. I have to get a little angry.
Hold on. I said what?
You said it definitely wouldn't be a troll, this woman. Meanwhile, she is the king, queen.
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, this person apparently just got my trust so they could hit me with this big message at the end.
Fanta, also good.
Okay, so let me recap it for you.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is you talked with this girl.
Yeah.
She sent you pictures.
Yeah.
To get your trust.
Happy Pride.
And then you told her that you were kinky or whatever.
We love a little bit of casual transphobia.
Big fucking deal. You're a grown man, and she's a grown woman. Clearly not 13 or 14 or anything, right?
Claimed to be 28.
What?
Claimed to be 28.
Okay, so I mean, told you that they were of legal age.
So, Jordan, you don't know.
So fucking what?
Yeah. Well.
And as far as, and I just want to say, as far as me saying that it wasn't going to be a troll, I mean, you understand I'm not actually Negro Damas. I can't tell the future. But what I was saying is, you can't look at everything at like it's a troll. But of course, there are still rules and.
Hola, señorita. My name is Joran, but you may call me your calabacita, mi amor, my caramel queen. Yaha! Was that good? This is pretty good.
You have to be careful and everything. What I was saying, though, was to back off and not push things too fast, too far, too early, because everything should go in a natural progression. Within 3 or 4 days of talking, then you initiate phone contact. But giving out a phone number or email or anything like that to someone in this day and age, someone can look up that phone number and track you that way. So people are leery about shit like that. So I completely understand why someone would be uncomfortable wanting to hop on a phone right now, especially, and look at it this way, someone's sending you nudes first, right? Then then they're gonna give you a phone number or some way to contact them. Now you could connect that to that person, and then you have something to hold over their head. So it's
gotcha.
Completely natural. I mean, I know you said you were worried about trolls, but think about what she's worried about. And she said that someone had exposed her before or something like that. So she's going to be just as leery. So. But I think, I mean, if that's all that happened, I don't think that you have anything to worry about. She's going to tell people that, hey, this grown man talked to me, a grown woman, sexually after I sent him nude pictures of me. Let's jump on them.
My thought process is
a genasi, huh? Is that like a
my words are what's stressing me.
I
was already
are like
going
nuts
to me. From trolls and how much they're fucking impersonating me and doing stuff. Now what's going to happen is every time, and again, this is why I started off by saying I'm a sensitive artist. This is how stuff affects me.
What?
I am going to, that's why I preface this conversation by saying I'm a sensitive artist and how stuff affects me.
Mm.
But from now on, every time I put up a new video, I'm going to be looking fearfully in the comments for bullshit. I'm afraid if I do a stream, it's going to be constantly troll fucking it. I'm afraid if I visit a friend's stream and someone is going to go there and go, this guy is bad to women, which, by the way, I didn't say anything that was non-consensual within the kinkiness. I didn't force her. This guy My dicks were
sensitive
very
artist
unflattering, unlike
representing.
yours.
Wait. Hold on. What?
The dick pics I sent of her weren't great.
Oh, you sent... Well, just say they don't... That's not your dick, dude.
Okay, but like I want to stop and like mention something here, because like one of the other things is that, you know, we've talked a lot about, you know, the people in the community that Joran harassed. Wes is also there among like people he harassed. Like, why the fuck are you talking about your friend's dick when that has never been in the when that's never been in the conversation? Like, why are you just fucking bringing up your bro's dick apropos of nothing? It's fucking creepy and fucking weird, and like Joran with his like weird little bee sting dick. Like, first of all, nobody wants to know about your dick. Especially, like, nobody who asked about it in the first place wants to know about that thing. But it's like, yeah, it's so fucking weird. It's like, why are... You are also sexually harassing your friend. And it's like, it doesn't matter if it's, like, a compliment or admire... It's like, no, it's fucking weird. Don't do that. Don't do that to anyone. Ugh.
Okay.
That's the worst of it?
You sent so much sense.
You sent some dick pics, you know? Okay.
I am just... When... Well, I sent you the whole thing. So right above that was the pic of what looked to be a woman with the dick coming out. And I was just...
Out of her pussy? Like she was having sex with some dude?
No, she-male.
Happy Pride!
What?
Yes! Yes! And I'm like, okay, the first picture you sent of me was the one with the dress pulled up, and that was not pussy.
And there was what?
Also, gently, Joran, I can say, I know quite a few trans gals, and they are all beautiful, dignified women, and none of them would fucking want anything to do with you ever, because they all have standards.
Suddenly. And then suddenly this last pic, it's breast and a cock. And she's just like, I'm going to warn all the women about you. You can't prey on them, which, again, everything was consensual. You know, there was no rape talk or any shit or whatever. But, I don't know, dude. I just worry. This person seems to have way too much time and just wants to do some sort of full-time thing to destroy my rep. Like, how can I even be myself? How can I even go to a stream and flirt with all the girls like I just normally do?
None of the girls
how can I trust anyone new? Every time I see a new name, I'm going to go, is that a fucking troll?
Well, is there any girl that you, like, spurned or anything that would have a reason to...
No.
Someone that's jealous because you're showing attention to someone else?
I can say as a gay man,
Wes,
Joran is not appealing.
I pride
to
myself
any of us.
on being a good person, follow the golden rule. I'm not perfect, you know. Obviously, I love really beating up on Lauren, but I try to be nice to everyone. I try to be respectful to everyone. I have had...
Yeah, he really was just fucking clueless. He had no idea. He was just out there swinging for the fucking fence.
It's been rare people even, like, insult me. I had one or two people, like, insulting my talent level, block them.
My talent level.
And, but this is fucking weird.
And so, and I just want to, the worst thing you sent some, can you identify anything in the background of the pictures? Are there, you know, like, no diploma on the wall or anything like that where they'd be able to?
No.
Okay, so you didn't send anything like that. You sent what, like one dick pic, two dick pics?
A couple dick pics with her name on it, not mine. Stuff where it couldn't even really be identified per se as my body, now that I think of it.
Other than
definitely
maybe his mom.
didn't tell her
nobody
what
has
state
ever
I was
told
in,
Jordan
didn't
that
get my
he's
phone
talented.
number, didn't get my address.
Okay.
So I got that going
And
for
no,
me.
no tattoos, no face, no nothing like that, right?
I did send her one face pic. She wanted to see my O face.
Oh,
But yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, that was like the first thing I said.
What?
Don't send a face picture. You can't do that.
She already knows what I look like. She's seen my
Yeah,
video.
well, that's one thing. But now, I mean, you have to remember, dude, my
Nuggets,
whole
he said
thing
he
is
wouldn't
built
be a
on
troll.
receipts.
Yeah.
If this person is able to show receipts of this conversation and your face is in there, that's irrefutable. That's not someone pretending to be you or someone creating. And it's not the picture from your profile, right?
No. I'm fucking finished, dude. And you know what? That was what she kept pushing for, and as soon as she got it, boom.
So all this happened. When was this going on? Because you didn't mention any of that she was pushing for, really pushing for face stuff. And
I've also never wanted to see anybody's O-face. Not even, like, people I found attractive. Like, nobody. It's not a good look on anyone.
I wish you would have said something about that. That picture changes everything, though. I
thought that was nothing. I thought that was nothing compared to the fucking dick pic.
Well, a dick is a dick. You know, how do you prove that that's your dick? But your dick being above your face in the same conversation.
So true.
It's over for me, Wes, isn't it?
I mean,
Zorn, it never even got started. Can't be over.
How do you define over?
I don't know. I mean, this person, God, I hope it's not a group of people. This person has just got such a fucking vendetta. Unlimited time. Keeps popping up. New account.
That's my dick.
YouTube doesn't block fucking IPs. But blocking a million accounts does
I think
nothing.
about that way too often.
2 seconds later, Vince or whoever the fuck comes back with another stupid one. Now they're coming after me on Twitter. What next? Discord? Where will I go? What can I even do? Well, where will they post my info?
And that's the problem. I mean, I know from the multiple times I've been threatened for using receipts. I mean, there's no expectation of privacy in a two-way conversation. So yeah, they can be shared. Luckily, your penis can't, though. That would be considered like revenge porn.
Cool.
Well,
sounds so cool.
What I'm saying is,
sounds so fucking happy
like
about
on YouTube, they wouldn't be able to do that. Would they be able to send it to other people as a warning? That's not considered revenge porn.
Oh, great. Great.
I do love as a warning. I'm just thinking of like the beginning of Mulan, where it's like, now all of China knows you're a weird sex creep with a fucked up little dick. Like sending out the flare. I think that's beautiful.
Because Muse sent my dick to lots of people, and that was not an issue because she said that she was trying to warn people because I was a trafficker. But if she would have put it in that video or showed it during that stream, then I would have been able to get her for revenge.
That surprised me.
It has to be done with
Probably
malicious
not in great health.
intent to like embarrass or harm. Oh, dude, I wish you would have. I wish you would have mentioned that she was pushing. I mean, if I would have known she was pushing for, she just kept saying, "I want a picture of your face."
Yeah.
And
that's what she kept saying.
That didn't seem weird to you?
No, the dick seemed far more. I'm like, it'll be me with a silly expression.
I mean, dude, we had the same conversation beforehand, though. don't show your face because a dick is a dick, and you can always say that's not my dick. That's not my dick.
I was absolutely not.
Prove that's my dick.
Right, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Proof that's my dick.
Yeah. Wow. I was thinking of what was intimate and what was private.
No,
and I absolutely
you also,
did not get that.
you also don't want to send that to where, think of the TCAP stuff. They would ask them for a cheeseburger in the same conversation where they're talking about sex so they can prove it was the same person. So they can't later say, that wasn't me. Oh, but you happened to show up with a cheeseburger, or you happened to bring Mike's Hard Lemonade. That's why they would ask for something like that. So if you're being asked for she just said, I want a picture of your face, send me a smiling selfie, or was she more specific?
She said specifically, I want to see your O face. And actually at one point she says, I want to see video. I'm like, you're not doing me video. I'm definitely not. She wanted a video of fucking me jacking off and my face. I did. Oh.
Wait, so you were jacking off?
No, not on camera.
No, I'm saying you
thank
sent
God.
her pictures of you. What pictures did you send? Because you left out the face thing in the beginning.
Okay.
What pictures? Be honest. What did you send her?
Yeah. A couple pictures of me, a couple pictures of my dick, before and after jerking off.
Before and after.
A pic.
Never in my life. I can't speak for everybody. Maybe everybody's a little bit different. I've never wanted to see anyone's dick post them jerking off. Ever. It's a sad little thing, like a mashed mouse. It just, even the proudest dick looks sad and defeated after the great hurrah. It's like there's nothing good about that, Joran. It's why it just puts me in mind of the infamous bit with fucking Shinji. Like, you're so fucked up, Joran.
Pic of my legs and a pic of my face. I think that's everything.
I mean, if it wasn't for the face, I think you'd be fine. But with that face in there, and I'm looking at what should I still call her she? I don't even know at this point.
Yeah.
I'm looking at
Shut the fuck up, Joran.
at what she wrote, and I need to tell you something. There are a lot of women in the TCAP community that are broken and have suffered sexual assault in their past. I know that's true. This isn't the community.
I've heard those words from somewhere at some time. I don't remember who or when or what the circumstance was. But yeah, go ahead.
This isn't the community to prey upon women and flirt with them. I mean, so when you see what she wrote, do you think that maybe any of that's true?
Pride is happy because none of us are Joran.
Yeah.
To be 100% honest, Wes, man to man, I don't prey on
Not praying. Do you think maybe some people are seeing the flirting as too much in this community?
I don't think.
Has anyone said anything to you? Well, the only thing I can think of is the response to that one video. I don't remember which one it was. Which one was it? Mm-hmm. You did it with mini syllables or kelp pill. I can't remember.
Kelpie, yeah.
And I remember the reaction of that was pretty polarizing.
Mm. Yeah, that was the one that had the most amount of thumbs down.
Yeah.
Although I don't believe there was any actual complaints.
Well, I mean, the thumbs down would probably be the complaint. People wouldn't want to leave a comment where you could identify that they were unhappy with it, you know.
Gotcha.
Madam Kelp.
Yeah,
I
was just chalking up to the theory that the Cornville Mafia had finally found me.
Yeah, I mean,
that's only a theory.
I mean, I don't see that happening.
Let's all draw together.
I don't know. I didn't think Vince was going to find me, and here we are.
Well, yeah.
So,
I mean, in your mind, is this person really upset about what you're doing, or is this just an excuse?
I would say this. So, I will credit myself with being very good at noticing people's reactions. I do flirt a lot with all the women. If someone is not into it, I stop. I notice carefully their reaction. First of all, because I don't want to even bother.
Sure thing, buddy.
Somebody like, obviously, I'm very good friends with Kel. Rhoda is someone who's very reciprocative, whatever the fuck that word is.
Receptive.
Yeah. Reciprocative, whatever. Reciprocate.
Receptive.
God, he already fucking corrected you.
Someone who's
receptive and someone who
reciprocates.
Someone who reciprocates, in other words, gives it back.
I know what reciprocates. Yeah, I do reciprocal mailings every day for work.
Okay.
Well, there you go. I just couldn't quite.
Here's a thought. If who in Baldur's Gate 3 who calls you a cuck? Who? Okay, back to my previous thought. If Snake was a genie, would his big fat butt get stuck trying to, like, go into or out of his lamp? Because I feel like that would happen. I don't know. Also, I will be right back. I'm gonna keep the call playing, but I will be back in a second.
Yeah, so you're looking for so as far as you know, all the women that you flirt with are receptive to it and they're fine with it and they return it back.
Yes.
So then
I pay very close attention to that shit. I pride myself on that shit. I'm not interested for a few different reasons.
So that
I don't want anyone to be uncomfortable.
So that in your mind, this is more than likely just a bullshit excuse someone's using.
It really sounds, I mean, when I tell you I'm shaking and I'm worried and stuff, I don't believe the quote-unquote accusation. That's somebody who's, elevator doesn't go to the top floor.
Someone who's searching for a reason.
Yes. And, I don't know, dude. I mean,
so what's your...
Well, just seeing a dick there is unnerving enough. But
what's that?
Then seeing the dick there was unnerving enough. That was enough. But then accusations, now I'm going to do all this thing and ruin your reputation. Like, what do I try to do? I mean, I try to make people laugh. I want to make people laugh, and I enjoy flirting. And money would be great. That's it. I have no fucking weird-ass, desires. I have no evil. I'm uncomplicated in that way. I like to entertain. I think like you like to be creative and come up with good quality stuff.
I have this thing where I really want to relive Act 3 of Baldur's Gate 3 again, but I don't want to do anything that leads up to Act 3. You see my problem.
That's it. And I love it. I love the attention. I've made amazing friends. I had incredible conversations, you being one of them, people telling me like what my content means and how much they enjoy my content. And they think well of me as a person. So I don't want to lose that shit, but fuck.
Well, I mean, so that's what I'm saying. What is your move, though? Do you, are you going to do what I was going to do on New Year's Eve and pack it in and be done, or do you just go forward and say fuck it? I mean, it's already there. It's already out there now. So, right? I mean, whoever she or Vince or whoever it is. Mm-hmm. Has your dick pics and face pic and How bad was the conversation?
I mean, you told me you're also into BDSM. It was pretty much just regular stuff. I like to be called master. I like to be served. I'm dominant. Da 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 da.
Are you a dom? Are you actually familiar with BDSM? And
Oh, I love this bit here.
Yeah. I've been a dom/master for years now.
Freelance.
Really?
Dom.
So I mean, like when I say you're actually you studied and you know like the whole contract and all.
I won't say I studied. I don't know Gorian rules or anything, and that way I guess I'm more of a freelance.
Okay.
Freelance dom. There is a small, hideous part of me that really, really wants to draw Joran as the BDSM priest guy from Act 1. Abdurak, yeah. But just, I just, that now that man's a freelance dom. If I ever did see one, he's just sitting around in like the goblin camp, just beating the shit out of people for free, and then blessing you if you handle it well. See, it makes me so sad because I really like Abdurak, and I don't want to do that. I think I might have to. Dirge is over. Also, hi Duchess. Good to see ya. Okay, though, fun fact, I actually got, like, a birthday cameo from that character's voice actor. For one, Declan Pairing, super nice guy. Very prompt. I asked his character, what the fuck is up with your shoes? Why do you wear, like, those fucked up little peasant boots with the rest of your fit? And he gave me, like, an in-character answer, and it was very thoughtful. And, yeah. So, A+ to Declan Pairing.
Yes, I absolutely have women who have called themselves my slave and are masters and obey. And
you're not. That wouldn't be a dom. That's a master. So you're more master slave, not dom sub.
Yeah, I guess you could say.
Okay.
Joran, you don't know.
I am not that. Like I said, I've never studied any rules, and I know I have met subs in the past who it's like, you know, here's the gigantic book of rules, and I'm like, I'm not interested in all these fucking rules.
Oh well,
but I know for some other people that's their thing.
With the sub, the whole thing with the sub is that you know it's not just about being the submissive. It's what the dom brings to the table. You know, because the submission is earned.
Yes.
So the other thing that's so fucking scary about Joran, and like dudes like him are genuinely fucking terrifying because, like, while they might not be kind of like anyone's idea of, like, you know, somebody who's like aggressive or scary or abusive or what the fuck ever, it's like somebody who's this dismissive of boundaries and contracts and shit that is intense as BDSM can be. Like, that's how I'm sorry, I'll try to keep it, like, you know, not too, like, upsetting here, but, like, that shit is how boundaries are ignored and how consent is overlooked, and that is how people get hurt, whether it's physically or psychologically or whatever. Like, dudes like him are so fucking dangerous because it's just this, like, bull in a china shop only caring about your dick kind of thing. Because I don't care about those rules. I'm a dom. Yaha. Fuck off, Joran.
You know, so that, like, the master title and the dom title. I mean, you know this. I'm not telling you anything you don't know, but those are earned over time. So yeah, there like with my there was like a 4-page Google Doc of like a rules / contract, because it's a partnership.
You gotta protect yourself.
Well, and that's the other thing, like with Muse, and the reason why her ex didn't go to jail for domestic violence is because they had a contract, and when you're it's not domestic violence if you're agreeing to be beat and asking for it if you don't do A, B, and C. But
exactly.
I mean, to get back to your thing, what is your plan? I mean, what do you do? Do you preemptively strike and you let people know that, look, this happened and you might hear this, but let me tell my side, or do you just...
What a good question. So when this first happened, half an hour ago, whatever the fuck it was, I'm like, that's it, I'm quitting, I'm done, everything's nuked, I want to go back to being a private citizen, I'm a sensitive introvert, I don't want to deal with any of this drama, I hate it. And then I was a little bit more like, all right, let me talk to people, let me get this out, let me get some cooler heads. And that makes me feel a little better. I do still feel shell-shocked. I do feel like I'm going to be scared and or freak out if I go to anybody's stream. I feel like now I have to have like one eye open.
Well,
I hate the idea.
I'm just honestly, with the dick and face pic out there, I completely. If it were me, I probably would, at least take a. Me personally, I would take a break, and because like with the Vince thing, that was something he was making up, and I had proof that it was a lie. All of it was a lie, and so I was able to do that. But I don't know how to combat pictures of my dick and face. And I really don't. I don't know what to do in that situation. I don't really know.
Shit. Well, that's not words I was hoping to hear from you.
Well, I don't. I'm not experienced with this kind of thing. I mean, when Muse is showing off my dick pic, we were in a, quote unquote, in the early stages of what could have been a relationship, and she wanted to see my dick. And so she saw my dick, and so that's, and she's an adult and everything else. And when she was showing it to people, like, they wanted to talk to me. So I never brought it up. She brought it up in a couple of streams, so I talk about it when we're reviewing a stream or whatever, but it wasn't something that I talked. She almost was trying to threaten me with it, as if she was 16 years old when I sent it to her, and she was going to put me on blast. But I really don't know how to handle that. And if this person, if it's Vince or whoever, dude, or Vince and his sister, who the fuck knows? But if they do start going and warning people in TCAP, that might cause some, just because it is a community built around, there are a lot of comments in chat, like especially during Clobber streams, where people are saying that they themselves were victimized at a younger age, and so laughing at Lorne or Dan Allen or any of these guys, it to them it's like getting a win against the person that they were vulnerable against before. So if someone's going around and saying, "Oh yeah, this guy's a predator," and let me show you, it could upset some people. It could make people just not want to hear your side. So that's what I'm saying. I don't know if you want to preemptively strike, or just step back and wait for it to happen, and be more.
What do you mean by preemptively strike?
Well, because you really have two options. You have two options. You can either ignore it and wait for something to come up, and then you're like, okay, well, yeah, but let me explain my side, or you come out first and say like, hey, you might hear, and I really don't know, I really don't know how that would work or what you would say, but basically let people know that they may hear or see something about you, and that you were misled, and you just kind of explain that you were misled by a person, and and it was all a guise just to like embarrass you or whatever, because then when their video comes out, it cheapens it cheapens the whole thing. It's the difference between someone apologizing, coming out and saying, hey, back in 2009, I made some racist tweets and I did blackface, and I'm really sorry, but I've really learned my lesson in the past, or having it found out, and then you going, oh, man, I've really learned over these last 3 hours since these were found, and, one of those guys gets canceled, and the other guy gets to keep his, he keeps his job, and people accept that he learned a lesson because he preemptively apologized versus after the fact.
Yeah.
But do you really believe that this person is? I mean, it seems like they're pretty dedicated.
Yeah.
Do you think these people are? Do you think it's the same person?
I pray it's one person. I would hate to think it's a fucking team. And again, that mystifies me because, like I said, I'm nice to everyone.
Okay, but his tiny little fucking pee-pee got so hard at the idea that he was being mass persecuted by a bunch of fucking haters. That it's like, I'm sorry that, like, dudes like this, people like this in general, they live for the idea that the world is against them, that they are being fucking ganged up on, and that they can, send out this thing to, to all my haters, they love that shit. Because it gives them some sort of validity. Whatever.
In that conversation, I didn't do anything quote-unquote wrong. It was two consensual adults doing what they wanted to do. But the fact as a person is this kind of like hatred and obsession. I mean, yesterday when Chef, who was my best friend, he knew I wasn't going to be there streaming. He's like, are you in my stream? I'm like, no, I'm in an open mic right now running the sound. I'm going up to the stage pretty soon. He says, like, someone is here, and he sent me that, and it's a person, and the person was actually doing, I mean, it was a very small screen, but doing a decent impression of me. And the fact that he was being sweet to Cat G, who obviously is so sweet and going through shit, and flirting with Rhoda.
Raise your hand if you're sweet and going through
shit. It was
shit
almost worse, Wes, than if he was insulting me and or trying to ruin my rep. It was somehow worse. And
what did
banned him, but
what did he say? That was so much like you.
Well, at first, actually, he said, "Oh, Kat, I'm glad to hear things are going better for you. I've been worried." And I'm like, And then Rhoda's got my back, and she goes, "My heart belongs to Jordan." I'm like, But Chef said that it was quickly obvious that he wasn't me. Because, again, it was just a quick screenshot. He goes, the guy was trying to flirt, but with him it came off as creepy. He said that the guy just didn't have my charm.
Oh, okay.
Which, to me, strikes me as a very Vince type of thing.
Yeah.
Because, there is an art to what I do, if I say so myself. And part of it is very much, noticing how the girl goes. With Rhoda, it's always the rose kid smiley back at me. It's always reciprocated. Even Scarlett, who is a little bit more, Scarlett gets drunk and then you get to see the real Scarlett, and it is into me.
Okay, other thing. What the fuck? I know that this has probably been, like, addressed by lots of people, but, yeah, Scarlett gets drunk and then she is into me. It's like, that's so fucking weird. That's so fucking creepy. you know what? It doesn't matter how much somebody fucking hits on you or whatever when they're drunk. It's like they're drunk. Die.
I don't mind saying that because there are plenty of receipts, to steal your word, on my videos to prove such.
Yeah, no, receipts.
I can laugh a little bit.
Receipts.
Yeah, receipts. I'm not quite as good with receipts as you are, but I do follow my tracks fairly well. There's room to grow about. But, so yeah, I am beloved, and I've seen recently, particularly when I reach out to some people, that I am highly esteemed, which touches my heart. Really does. But, so where I'm at right now is, I'll just say quick, the 3 or 4 thoughts that come to my head is, 1, I trust no one new. All my DMs are fucking closed and locked down, probably never come back. And I am worried about waking up and seeing more shitty comments. Somebody actually created a Joran comedy channel with my profile pic. I'm like, YouTube, step up your game because you're fucking shit.
Well, I mean, that's there's nothing illegal about that. I mean, look up Tiffany Lockhart. There's multiple channels called Tiffany Lockhart. That's not actually your channel name. It's it's a IP address. If you look at your actual channel URL, that's your channel name. Because you could change your name to something else. You know what I mean? So
you need to know how to block that shit.
And yeah, then the picture. Yeah, and the picture too. They're not going to do anything. I mean, because people have fan accounts and use Chris Hansen's picture.
Yeah. But like, for instance, I was having a magnificent conversation with this black chick from Cali who seemed amazing. And now I'm like, okay, 5 minutes from now, is she going to go, ta-da?
Here's my black dick.
Fucking honest.
My black dick is bigger than yours, and you're this terrible person, blah, 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 and I'm going to tell everyone, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay, I don't want to be like having one eye open and not feel like I can, like, I don't feel like I can go to a stream now.
Good.
I'm worried about streaming on my own fucking channel, although the girls did come through for me very nicely.
Well, I mean,
the moderate.
Like I said, I really
fun out of this shit.
I really think you kind of have a choice. You know, are you just either wait, and then wait for it to happen, and then respond, or say just yeah. And it's I don't know how that would look or how that would work. I really don't. I just know that in most cases, when you're dealing with PR, because I did manage PR, along with marketing, and with PR, the preemptive strike is they always want to strike first, so that they get the first word in. Because after you get the first word in, then it's everyone else's it's everyone else's job to. Now they have a narrative that they have to go off of and prove that's wrong.
Yeah.
But once they say something or put something out, then you're trying to defend yourself.
Shit. I don't know, Wes. I can't see myself. This might be the wrong thought. I can't see myself doing a very serious video where I go, "These were the allegations. This is what happened." Da 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 da. Not that I.
If you're saying you can't do it serious, then do it funny, or don't do it at all. It's really up to you.
I have a feeling I'm either going to not do anything or I'm going to withdraw from YouTube, and I really hate the idea of retreating from YouTube because I've loved it so much. Although I'm very, very glad I did not link my singing channel, which brings me so much happiness.
Oh, don't worry, Joran.
I don't want shit following me there.
Anyway.
Yeah.
I don't know, kid. I am just... Thank you for talking to me.
Oh, no worries, man.
Shit. I mean, you were docked. That's a real problem. I know in comparison...
No, I don't know, dude.
This is my world.
I was doxxed, but it was my face and my name. I think my dick in my face would be worse.
Joran really saw Wes as a peer. And that's so funny to me. He thought they were on equal footing socially or like respect-wise or anything. And that is hilarious to me.
Oh, right.
I'm being honest though. Like I would much rather have my name and face doxed than my dick and face, because that means I sent that person my dick. And even though it happens, it's just, you know. And then if you're saying was it like bad lighting? Was that the issue, or
What do you mean?
you said it was an unflattering picture?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you see, you gotta get your dick pics done at JCPenney's. You gotta have those glamour shots done. You know, get your dick in a little all jean get up and do some fun poses, and that's a dick pic you can be proud to send.
So you just shitty
I
lighting.
wasn't
Maybe
able
no
to
one
get it real big. No, it was small.
Oh well, I mean, you sent several, so I'm sure the other ones were fine.
Yeah, I just sent a couple.
Yeah. So I mean, you know, whatever. Everyone has everyone. I don't know. I don't really know. I don't really know. I'm
I
kinda,
appreciate what you were trying to do.
yeah. I don't really know what to say there, dude. But
Nothing you can
if
say.
there's one takeaway, don't send face pics.
Wow.
Especially if you're Joran.
Don't do that. Yeah, your face
I
is
don't know. I've
on
been
your
on-
videos, and that is fine. But you can't
Yeah.
send a face pic with a dick pic. You just can't do that.
Yeah. Even if there's a lot of text in between.
No, not. I mean, now if you had gotten onto, if you had gone on like a Facebook call or Skype or something like that, and had a conversation and saw that this person was real and everything like that, and then she's sending you pictures and then it's a different story. But you can't do that. You can't do that first. And then if they're pushing for one specific thing like that, I mean, that's like what they do to what they do to Lorne. You know.
Wow. I don't know, man.
And it goes
I don't know.
right over his
I just say
little
get some sleep, and you know, hopefully tomorrow it blows over.
Yeah. All right, man.
All right, dude.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, let me know if anything else comes up. I'll let you know if I see any bullshit come my way too.
All right, man. Appreciate it, brother.
All right, no worries.
Sleep. Wow. Bye.
Wow. Wow. Okay. You know, I think I got a little bit more in me. So let's do the next call. Let's do number 1. The prequel was lovely. Let's go on to the beginning.
On July 5, 2020, a Google Drive folder was released by whistleblower Mac and Cheese, dedicated to exposing the actions of YouTuber Joran Comedy. After initially denying the claims made by Mac and Cheese just 2 days earlier, the evidence was too loud to ignore, and Joran went into damage control mode. The following phone call was recorded on July 5, 2020, when YouTuber Wes Most contacted Joran Comedy on Skype, after examining the Google Drive. Wes Most said he would no longer support or work with Joran Comedy, and for Joran to never contact him again. Joran asked if he could call Wes Most and explain his side.
Joran is just a creepy little
This
man.
is the first of 5 phone calls from July 6th and July 7th, dealing with the Google Drive, the harassment of female TCAP members, and an apology that made waves in the community.
Huh?
Hello.
Hi.
Hey, I'm just trying to understand the need for the call. I thought I made myself pretty clear with everything.
Well, I suck at typing, so I decided I would rather call you so I can let you know where my head's at and how things have progressed.
Well, I just want to start off by saying, when you and I talked on Friday, you made it sound like this was all bullshit and it was nothing, and you know, I'm supporting you and I've supported you from the beginning here. And then when I see this stuff come out, this isn't a troll. You know, Vince called me a troll when I was exposing him for his bullshit. He called me a troll, told everyone beforehand, hey, you're going to hear from this troll, don't believe anything he says. And that's what you did, but you had to have known that some of that what was being talked about was accurate.
Fucking Mom Lazelle is the cutest thing. I love, like, her and her egg. It's so cute. She's so cute. I love Lazelle so much.
That wasn't bullshit.
I didn't watch the video at all.
Then you need to. You need to, because, you know, that's the same shit that Vince would say. I haven't watched the video. Someone put their time and effort into making a video to show some shit that you've done.
She's so
and then when they're showing receipts, showing that's a little fucking girl that you're liking these comments with the genie fetish. That's not okay.
You know what? That's okay, Duchess.
I agree. You're absolutely right.
So then when someone's bringing it up and saying this guy has a problem, I saw the comment on Molly's video. That's someone's fucking daughter.
I'm sorry, I just had in my mind. Lazelle, my little Githyanki princess. Yeah. I'm sorry, I'll show myself out.
You're talking about her tits. That's not what the video was about. You're a grown man.
You're absolutely right.
What is this community built on, Joran?
Trust and a safe place and
making fun of pedophiles and predators. What is your behavior very much like, Joran?
Soft place.
I went way overboard with the Molly videos.
Not just with that. Why did it take you until now? And this is what I was saying the other night. Are you going to get ahead of this? And you're like, it's nothing. This is all made up. This is all bullshit. But now, 2 days later, now when the receipts come out, you want to go and do the after apology. This is what I was saying, the shit that never fucking works. This isn't new information. This is stuff that you knew was out there. You just hoped wouldn't be found, or maybe you had forgotten about. But some of this shit's really recent. You used Tiffany for your own pleasure, and that's not okay. And no matter what excuse you come up with, you know that's not okay.
Okay, let me see where I want to start here. If you just bear with me. So in the last couple of days, I had a great conversation with Minnie Syllables, where she started doing kind of a devil's advocate. And I really got to see, she's been awesome. She was nice, but at the same time really helping me see things about my behavior that I wasn't saying. And I'm like, I definitely have to address this stuff. The Tiffany video is down. The one I did after with her in club, the behind the scenes is down. I don't have Tiffany's number. I sent her a long apology on Skype. It's the main way I keep in touch with her. I took down all the comments about Molly, which you were 100% right. I was way, way fucking over the line, and I was out of my goddamn mind. I honestly, and this is the best way I can put it, I honestly thought with the troll, this was just the same person who, I'm not excusing me, and I'm just giving you my mind, just so you know where I'm coming from. When this happened on Twitter, I thought, okay, it's the same person who's been on my streams, trying to get in my head, trying to make me look bad. It probably is Vince, da-da-da. With this Twitter thing, I thought, you know what? In my recent videos, I've been talking about the difference between alpha and beta males. I may have awakened some basement dweller, again, it's just my thought process, who's jealous, wants to take me down a peg. I've seen people
Jordan,
go after
I want to stop you right there. I want to stop you right there before we go down the Lauren Armstrong rabbit hole up, because this is what this is sounding like to me. Do you believe that any of your behavior is that of an alpha male? Any of the behaviors that you've shown when you're debasing these women, you're using them for your own pleasure, you're going around, and it's not innocent flirting. You're treating these women like objects in a community built around sexual predators. That's not an alpha male. That's Lauren Armstrong with internet access. And that's how you're behaving. And I don't know what it's going to take for you to realize that, but you need to take a step back from all of this shit and really look at who you are from an outside perspective, because you're talking all this shit about Lauren, all your stuff's about Lauren. Dude, you are Lauren as far as everyone's concerned. That's not how you treat people.
Yeah.
You're not coming off like that alpha male pimp. You're coming off like someone with very little experience who is using people, who got in with these people who are kind of well known within the TCAP community, involved them in sketches so that you can spat to it later. That's fucked up. And then when it was brought up to you on Friday, now whether you want to say you thought the troll and the catfish are the same person, or that doesn't matter. It was made very clear, that last message that they sent you, that was made very, very clear to you what you were doing and what you had been doing. And when I asked you about it, you were like, I can't apologize for something I didn't do. You're not just now finding out about this. So you're telling me you didn't have the self-reflection to look at what that person said, look back at the 2 days prior to what you had done and how you had treated this person. You were very demanding of this person from the very beginning, and treated her or him like an object. So when people see that, and you're warning, oh, it's a catfish, it's a troll, and then they see the other things that you've done, it all makes a really clear picture. What that person did was make me the perfect layout to make a receipt video if I need to. And I don't want to have to do that. But that's predatory. What you did was predatory.
I'm trying to arrange my thoughts here.
And taking the videos down 2 days later after the fact, when it was made clear, Jordan, what you had done, that's not good enough.
Trying to get my thoughts here.
What I want to hear, Jordan, I want to hear the thoughts that are actually going to make sense, not the excuses, not the other things. I actually want to know what you think and what you're going to do, because you'll be run out of this community, and you know how this community works. You'll be run out of every community you try and join until you do something about this.
Yeah. Trying to decide what I want to say first, because you mentioned quite a few points. If you'll bear with me, I would rather just tell you what was going on through my head, whether or not it's stupid. Just so
Jordan, if this is going to be a fucking story about deviled eggs or hot dogs,
I fucking love dudes like this. And when I say love, I mean fucking hate so much. I fucking love dudes like this who, when they get called on shit, they really do think that it's like, well, if I just give you my perspective on things and I show you what I thought in the moment, then clearly you're gonna see it was all fine and it's all okay. As if any explanation of your point of view could ever be good enough to justify a fraction of the fuckery that he did. I just like, no, you're never going to be able to make people see it your way, because your way is horseshit.
I'm going to lose my shit. I don't want to hear any explanations about anything. You know what you put out there, and you know what you did. What explanation are you going to give me that's going to make me go, makes total sense that like you're on a 9-year-old girl's page in a genie costume liking it, after also fantasizing about drawings of genies and all kinds of other genies and just genie. What explanation can you give me, Lauren? What explanation can you give me that's going to make any fucking sense? The time for explanations is over. Now you need to figure out what you're going to do.
Okay. Well, so far I've apologized to Tiffany. I have taken down the video. I've taken down the stuff on Molly's. I was thinking very, very seriously about doing an apology video. I had already decided.
So you're thinking about it, or you decided? Because those are two different things. You're thinking about doing it, or you decided to do it?
I've made a decision. It's just a matter of exactly what I want the content to be and exactly what the delivery is. It's already in the works.
Well, I mean, when I talked to you about it on Friday, you were talking about making it a joke because you thought it was a joke. But now more stuff is coming out, and it's not a joke now.
It's not a
now it's something serious. And the people who had your back yesterday who were going through this whole thing to figure out who this person was who's trolling you, those people aren't going to have your back. Everyone hates being fooled. And when you have these people fighting on your behalf yesterday, trying to figure out who was trolling you, getting videos taken down, they're going to be pissed. And it wouldn't take any of that stuff other than the little fucking girl in the genie costume. Do you just go and search Aladdin and Magic Lamp and you're just jacking off to everything that comes up?
No.
You know it looks like that, though, right?
I understand. I absolutely understand. If I talk to you more in depth about the sketch with Tiffany, would that help, or would you rather not even just hear about that?
Yeah. Let me hear about the sketch with Tiffany.
Okay. So the situation with that is, when I started talking to Tiffany, I told her I have 3 sketches. You can pick which one you want to be in.
Mm-hmm.
She said that one.
Okay.
With that sketch, I mean, I hope this doesn't make me sound like an asshole, but it's too late for that.
Too late for that.
And I say that honestly.
Smarmy little
no sarcasm. I was not, and if you don't believe me, you are very right not to believe me. That was not arousing to me only because my feelings for Tiffany since the beginning have been sisterly.
Jordan,
that's just how it is.
I'm going to stop you right there.
Okay.
Are you fucking kidding me? You're going to tell me that this person who you didn't know, you still don't know, who you've talked to a minimal amount, who has a very sexy voice, that you didn't at all sexualize her. Tell me that again. I want to hear it again. Tell me the whole thing from the beginning. Tell me the whole thing from the beginning again.
Man is just rolling
Should I
nat
just switch
ones
topic?
on deception.
No, I want to hear the story again. I'd like to hear it again. Everything about the sketch. I'd like to hear it again.
Okay. So I contacted Tiffany. We started talking on the phone. I said, I have an idea for 3 sketches. And which one would you like to? You have carte blanche. You choose. She's like, okay, I think the genie one is the most interesting.
Which one did you offer first?
None of them had been written, but I said,
which one did you offer first?
Ideas. I listed them off.
Which one? Jordan, I'm asking a very simple question. When I'm saying which one did you offer first, I'm asking if there was a list, right? Which one was first on the list, Jordan?
I said, well, the first one I started writing already was the one with the genie.
Okay. So now let's flip this around. Now stop. Because, and the reason why I wanted you to tell me again, because I wanted to see if you catch yourself where you're trying to put it on Tiffany. Well, I gave her 3 options, and that's the one she chose. But I noticed when we talked on Friday, because you keep information out, you offered her 3. The very first one you offered her was the genie one that you had started writing.
Yeah.
Jordan, if I was offering you 3 sketches and you didn't know me, so you didn't care.
Yeah.
And the first one, you would say, I'll just take the first one. So let's not pretend that this is Tiffany's fault or that she somehow is complicit in this. She's completely unwilling.
No, she isn't. Absolutely not.
Fuck no, absolutely not. Why would it be included in the excuse, Jordan? You want to share the blame with Tiffany. Well, she chose that one. I gave her 3 options.
No.
Jordan, there would be no other reason to bring that up other than to share blame with Tiffany. She's blameless in this. All she tried to do was help out a new person who no one knew.
Yeah.
Out with their content, and that's what you did to her. And whether you say that's not the case or not, no one is going to believe you.
Yeah.
I mean, your sketch is so close to the sex talk you had with the catfish that it might as well be the same thing. What's the explanation for the little girl?
I do search various genie things on Instagram, and I hit the like button on everything. I have never, and I don't expect you to believe me at this point, I've never pleasured myself to anyone who was an adult. Ever, ever, ever.
Okay. First of all, least of the evils out of the way, the term pleasured yourself is so fucking gross. Like, say it literally anything other than, oh, I pleasured myself. It's just like, fucking just say you jerked it. Say you fucking cranked your hog or whatever. Just don't say that. That's so fucking gross. Second of all, the fact that he was doing this was insane. I mean, I know people have talked about it before, but just the fact that you were going through an Instagram tag and liking every single bit of shit. Like, okay, I go on Instagram. I go into the Gortash tag. I am not just slamming the heart on every single fucking thing I see. And I like Gortash. I do. And I'm not, I don't know. It's so
Never, ever, ever. Hey, Jordan, you watch TCAP, obviously. Yeah. Do you not understand how much this sounds like a conversation that you'd be having with Chris Hansen? I'm being serious. I never would have done this. Yeah, I just liked every... Lauren said that he talked to every girl in the chat room. Every girl he went and said hi to.
I know.
I fail to see what explanation you can give for anything. I mean, like I said.
You know what, Squeak? I'm used to this sort of discrimination in my life. I have had people call me names. They called me names. Like Gortliker. And you know what? That's just something I have to live with in this society. And I deserve it, honestly.
What needs to be done is a public apology where you need to own it.
Yeah.
Because it looks like this person has a lot more shit on you than you're prepared to deal with. They're deep diving. And if you leave anything out, then they're just going to keep coming up with shit. And the fact that you and I talked not 2 nights ago and you made it sound like it was nothing. There was nothing going on. You knew.
It's my cross to bear. It's my
You
curse.
knew what you had done to Tiffany, and you still kept that video up. You didn't think it would be connected. You didn't think it would be connected back?
I'm stupid.
You leave my boy Goulash alone. Mr. Elmer Goulash.
And it really irritates me that when I talk to you about trying to get ahead of this, trying to get something out, because I was on your side. I had your back. You're like, well, should I make it a joke? Is this a fucking joke, Jordan? Do you think that little girl's parents, if they saw all the genie shit that you're liking, and then they saw that you're liking, do you think they would think it was a joke?
No, absolutely.
What about your job? Would they think it was a joke?
No.
Because you know that's how shit goes now. People don't just stop at making you leave YouTube. They find out where you work, they find out where you live, and they make it known. It's predatory. And people try to warn people about predators.
Yeah.
That's what my entire channel has become, against my wishes. And then I'm promoting you, and I'm telling people to sub to your channel, and you're preying on women. It's great to have women hit on you and flirt with you on Twitter and like all that other stuff. That's great, dude. But when you're out here doing it to people, you put a fucking timestamp in a video to look at a girl's tits. My 13-year-old wouldn't do that.
Fucking creep and all. I'm a fucking creep.
Did you apologize to her?
Not yet.
No.
Oh god, that's the worst. I'm so sorry, Squeak. I do hate it when I have part of the fit that doesn't go with the rest of the outfit yet because the color is just all wrong. Horrible.
Because you're going to apologize just to the ones that are very clear, the big ones, and then you can leave all the little ones out. But you have a lot of apologizing to do. It's all here. This isn't some minor thing. This is really bad.
Sounds like.
So what's your plan? Not what you thought about doing and now you're doing. I want to know, like, what's your honest, clear plan?
Apology video. And I would like very much your opinion, specific things I should mention in cocktail.
Ron, I'm sorry.
Wow. So you want me to co-write your apology video or somehow co-edit?
No.
Jordan, what do you think you need to apologize
please.
for? Jordan, what do you think? Because you know more than I do. You know shit you've done that maybe hasn't been uncovered yet. What do you need to apologize for? Who do you need to apologize to?
Wes, please. This is humiliating. I want very much to...
Hold on. How humiliating do you think it is for these women? How humiliating do you think it's going to be for Tiffany Lockhart when she once again listens to that video?
That's exciting.
That Genie video. Because I'm sure it's already been downloaded and re-uploaded somewhere else because that's what they do, Jordan. You didn't take it down Friday night. You waited 2 days. So what do you think she's going to think when she hears that again and then she goes back and reads your conversation with the catfish? You think you're going to have Tiffany Lockhart's respect?
No.
And then what about all the women who follow Tiffany Lockhart and who don't believe...
Okay, I do love that throughout this particular bit of it, Joran sounds like he's taking poison damage through all of it. Just little...
that predators should be able to be within this community, because that's what they're going to say.
That too, Duchess. He also does sound like that.
So it's not about what I think you should include in an apology video. What do you feel you need to apologize for? Because it can't be my truth. It needs to be you. You need to come out and tell them, this is what I did. This is what I've been doing, and this is my plan to never be that person again.
Yeah.
And remember that the community has heard a lot of that shit from Lauren Armstrong, too. So if it's something that you're going to talk about and you're not going to, but you might as well just go.
Yeah. I just want to be thorough, and I just wanted to get your opinion on what...
Also, yeah, I'm going to second that, because tracing is a legitimate way to learn. And tracing is a good thing. I'm going to say, like, as long as you're not, like, tracing art and then selling that as a commission or whatever, because that's some bullshit. But, like, tracing to learn shapes and form and how stuff works and to get more confident in your line work, that is totally fine. I don't think there's any shame in tracing.
It would make you feel better about me, and at the same time,
it's not about me.
I just feel you have a better clarity. I just feel you have...
It's not about me.
Wow,
clarity.
You know what, dude? I've never had to write an apology video for being a predator, personally.
Well, this is a new one for me also.
But it's not the first time you've been a predator, Jordan. This isn't new for you. I'm seeing things from where there's a girl on a flying genie costume that she made, and you're like, oh, you're in Boston, we should meet. Hey, these people are just trying to show off their art, and you're trying to get pussy.
Yeah, I was, absolutely.
That's not a sensitive artist. That's not a guy who values women. That's not an alpha male. That's a basement dweller sitting around trying to get some pussy any way he can by making weird, leery fucking comments about a girl's tits. It upsets me because I promoted you.
Yeah, I can tell.
Because I told people to work with you. But I'm sure
that I let you down.
It's not me that you let down. It's the other people. It's those women that you let down. The women that you've been devaluing. That's who you let down. I'm pissed.
Yeah.
You let them down. And now it affects other creators because now when they want to work with someone, everyone's going to be a little more leery because of Joran, who came into the community, had a lot of people back him up and work with him, and then fucked them all over so that he could jack off to Tiffany Lockhart's voice. I mean, even when I brought up the kelp pill video, with all the thumbs down, you're like, well, yeah, I don't see any complaints, though. Are you fucking kidding me? Were the thumbs down not clear enough for you?
Well,
people didn't like that.
Complaints.
That's not what this community is supposed to be about.
Yeah. I'm just coming to grips with my own stupidity.
I don't know why it took you this long. That's the issue.
It did.
You're a grown man.
Naive.
You're a grown man.
Absolutely right.
And I also find it hard to believe this is the first time that this has been an issue, Jordan. And I think you know what I mean.
Excuse me?
I said I think you know what I mean. I don't think this is the first time this has been an issue.
I've been sexualizing women way too long. Over-sexualizing them.
Have you been in trouble for it before?
I've been. I'm sorry, you broke up.
Have you been in trouble for it before? Because it's going to come out.
No.
Never. Never once. Never one friendship lost. Never one issue at work. Never anything. Everyone's just been receptive to it up until now.
Oh, no. Women have said they're not interested, and I stop.
I just don't know what would make you start without knowing they were interested in the first place.
I'm a stupid man. I haven't used any kind of self-control.
You treated YouTube like it was a pussy palace. Like you were going to start this channel, and then you were just going to start banging different. I don't know why you would think that. And in all communities to do it, why this one? Mm-hmm. Where there are a lot of women who are damaged, and you were even like, yeah, I read that somewhere before. What I was telling you about, when you were talking about the comment that was written, I've heard something about this before. You know why you heard about it before? Probably because someone was telling it to you. That there are a lot of women in this community, not just women, people who have been victimized by someone in their lifetime. Why do you think people were so big about helping out Betty? Because they knew Betty? No, because Betty symbolized for someone, for everyone that knows who Betty is, she symbolized someone who got ripped off, who got fucked over. So being able to help her out felt really, really good. It's the same thing, Jordan. There are a lot of people in this community who they like making fun of Lorne because it helps them feel better about their own victimization.
Yes.
And then you're coming in here and helping. What else do you have?
I should have just stuck to making videos with better intentions, just to make people laugh, just to make fun of Lauren. I shouldn't have been. The word flirting is not even strong enough to describe what I was doing.
It was borderline sexual assault. I mean,
God. You probably won't believe me. I can't believe you don't, but I have no desire to hurt anyone. I've never had a desire to hurt anyone.
The desire to hurt. So,
that's what it is.
Okay, hold on. You get in your car. You drink 7 beers and get in your car.
Yeah.
Run a stoplight.
There you go. He didn't even mean to do it. He didn't even mean to. I'm sorry. It's like this shit pisses me off because I've known more than a few dudes who do this shit. It's like, well, I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to hurt you. I didn't mean to upset you. And I didn't mean to, so therefore it's like it never even happened. You dizzy, stupid, overreactive bitch.
And kill a family of 4. Did you have a desire to hurt that family?
No.
But you did it, right?
And yet I would have. Yeah, absolutely.
But you did it. And
absolutely.
So maybe you had no desire to hurt Molly and Kelp Pill or Tiffany Lockhart or any of the other people, but you did.
Yeah.
Ignorance of what you did is not an excuse.
I agree.
You're a grown man.
Yeah.
Behave like it.
I will.
If you want me to look over your apology video script when you write it, I'll look it over.
That would mean so much to me. That's more than I deserve.
But that's the best I can offer you right now.
Dude, that's being incredible. That's really doing me a solid.
But I think no matter what, there should be some sort of a apology made individually to some of these women that you know deserve an apology right now.
I am going to start contacting people.
Starting
with Molly.
And I highly recommend that apology video doesn't drag on. It shouldn't take too long to make because there's stuff being added to this drive, and none of it's good. And you need to get out ahead of this. Like I told you on Friday, get ahead of this.
Yeah. It's going to be released tomorrow. I can probably get the script to you. No, I can't get the script to you tonight. I'm sorry to put you through this, dude, and I'm sorry.
It's not about putting me through anything. It's not about putting me through. That's what you need to understand. It's not about putting me through anything. I'm really good at writing people off. I don't honestly trust people in the beginning. It takes a lot for them to earn that. So it's nothing to me. It's what you did to the other people that I know and care about, and that's fucked up.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to get to the script right away.
Yeah, get it to me as soon as you can.
All right, man, I will.
All right.
Thanks.
Bye.
Okay. Well, that's the end of the first call. I think I'm probably gonna cut it off there. Got all my color fill stuff for the comic done, which is great because it's my least favorite part of doing this. So I'm gonna go ahead and thank you to everybody who showed up here and chatted, and I really appreciate it. It's really nice talking with y'all. This is fun. I really need to do this more often. I'm usually on another friend's stream during the better part of the week. I do occasionally drop links to that. Tuesdays, Thursdays, Sundays, I'm streaming with Almighty Strauss. I believe we're streaming the new, okay, bye. We're streaming the new Shin Megami Tensei soon, so that's gonna be cool. Other than that, if you're interested in any of my social medias, I'm on Twitter. Autopsy Garlands is my handle. Markiba Lyle's my art account. I'm doing commissions right now. I'm actually going to a convention at the beginning of July. So I won't actually be around for July because I'm meeting Neil Newbon then, and I'm very excited for that. Yeah, me and Neil are good buddies. No, I'm just getting my picture taken with him, and I think that's going to be really cool. But I'm doing commissions, and I stream on Twitch. I usually stream on Mondays, 6:30 Mountain Standard Time. I also draw there, and I do requests, so check that out if you want to. And yeah, good night, everybody. Thank you. Okay, bye.